Hey everybody, thanks for watching this video clip that I'm doing. It's kind of an impromptu one for me. I don't usually do these like this. I usually sort of pre-record the video and then do an audio over it, but this time I'm actually going to do a recording while I'm actually doing the work. So like most people that use Photoshop on a regular basis, I have been testing out and trying this new Photoshop AI generative fill thing. And up till this point, I really haven't been that impressed with it. I've just been opening up some of my own images and then just kind of, adding in a seagull here or a walrus on a beach kind of a thing there, and it just ends up looking kind of ridiculous. But what I wanted to actually do is to take one of my photographs, in this particular one from a skate event that I was at the other day, and see if I could kind of play around with it. I'm not going to add anything to this, but what I am going to do is I'm going to try to remove some of the stuff that's in the photograph. And it's a good photograph as is. It's got some depth to it, and it kind of showcases that it's not just the skater. There's people walking by, and there's people in the background playing tennis, and street signs and all that kind of stuff, right? But I thought, well, maybe it'd be kind of cool to try to improve the photo by removing some of this stuff, just to kind of see what this generative fill can do. So instead of adding stuff to the image, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take stuff out of the image just to kind of see what this hype, if you want to call it, is all about, and see if it can actually improve my image. Now, from what I understand, because this is still in beta, you're kind of limited in terms of file size that you can work with. So I've scaled this down to about a 2500 pixel across the top image, so which is good for web-based stuff. But if this was a print, I definitely wouldn't do it. I'm going to kind of wait till the actual version comes out. But for this purpose here, just to kind of see what it can do, I'm going to just use this scaled down version. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to draw lassos around different things and see what it can do. So for example, I'm just going to grab the lasso tool over here with one pixel feather, but I'm just going to kind of go around the street sign on the left of the image here, and I'm going to bring this over a bit more inside here. I'm going to click on Generative Fill and just generate. I'm not typing anything into the prompt. Just going to let it do its thing and see what it comes up with. That's pretty good. It does give you 3 different options to kind of choose from. This is the first one. Let's scroll through them just to kind of see. Kind of like the third one. Kind of matches the net there. But yeah, as you can see, that's passable. I'm going to take out the tennis player in the back here just to kind of see what it can do. Generative fill, generate, let it do its thing. That's pretty good. It got the top of the fence there. Yeah, that's pretty good. That's even better, actually, I think. That one's kind of added some grass there in front of the fence. Yeah, that's totally passable. So far, so good. I take out this street sign here. I don't really know how precise you have to be, but I'm trying to get as close to the thing that I can. Let it do its thing. That's pretty good. I don't even think I need to scroll through these. The first one was pretty good. Yeah, first one was good. Yeah, it's got the tree, it's got the fencing. That is pretty good. Now, it probably helps that this is, out of focus in the background here. I did shoot at a fairly high, high f-stop, probably 3.2, 2.8 for this image. So it helps that this is blurry in the background. It probably helps the AI kind of figure that out. I'm going to try to take this guy out. I'll zoom in a little bit just so that I can maybe just kind of be a little bit more precise with the lasso so I don't get the skater. Top of coping there a little bit. Zoom out. Hit generate. Let's see what that does. That's pretty good. Wow. That's probably better. That's the best, I think, because that bar is straight, that's straight, that's straight. Coping is there. That's really, really good. That is really good, even for something that is almost on the same focal plane as this guy. It managed to kind of fill that in the background with stuff that's out of focus, which is pretty cool. And you get this this pole here just to kind of clean everything up a bit. Let's see here. So far so good with the AI Generative Fill. Like I said, I don't think I'll be using it to like add things to images, but you never know. Wait till the actual version comes out and see how good it is. But what this can do is it can take, an image like this. That's pretty good. Yeah, I'm gonna leave that like that. That looks pretty cool. Yeah, that's good. What I'm gonna do is get rid of this graffiti. This graffiti is fine because whatever, but this is a little bit more kind of a little distracting. So I'm just gonna lasso that. See what this comes up with. That's pretty good. I mean, it filled it in with whatever, but this shadow line is the important thing, right? I mean, that's, there was something right in front of there, and now there isn't. So it just added that shadow line, which is pretty cool. So we've removed, let's just turn off all these. So that's the before. So we've got street sign, tennis player, street sign, guy, and graffiti. And turned them all on to get rid of them all. That's pretty cool. Before, after. And like I was saying, it can take an image like this that was quite busy with a bunch of stuff. The skater is kind of the main focus, right? But sometimes there's things that distract. And it can take an image like this, and it can turn it into this, and provided that you're able to do this on a larger scale, a full resolution image, as opposed to a scaled down version, you could take something that is really not sellable, right, to something that is print worthy by just having the subject doing the thing that the subject is doing. Whether it's a guy on a skateboard, whether it's a skier on a hill, whether it's a football player with a bunch of other players in there, if you want to isolate them, I don't know. I mean, this is just really the only image that I've even tested this out on by removing stuff. Like I said, I've just played around with it, but this is pretty impressive. Yeah, it's kind of cool. I hope they get their the alpha version of it, or would it be the omega version, the final version, out pretty soon, because I will definitely be using this in the future. There's probably a bunch of other images that I could do the same stuff to, because when you go to these events and things like that, there's always tons of people around and stuff around. But if I can kind of get more of a print-worthy image out of something like this by this super simple tool, then yeah, that's kind of cool. Super impressed. Anyway, that's it for this particular video. Short and sweet. If you like this video, hit the thumbs up button. If you want to see more stuff like this, just hit the subscribe button, and I'll try to pump more of these up as I can. Thanks. Bye.